The Shadow Productions dysfunctional players are pleased and proud to present A Christmas Carol, or Tiny Tim's New SUV, a radically abridged classic in under 5 minutes. Scene 1, Ebenezer Scrooge's office.
What is it?
A Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Ah, humbug.
Christmas a humbug, Uncle? Surely you don't mean that.
I do. Nephew, keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it, but you don't keep it. Christmas is a kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time. The only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem by one consent to open their wallets freely, to spend money they have not yet earned, to let their credit cards dance to the tune of endless Christmas mall music.
Humbug.
As though disposable consumer items truly can buy happiness.
Bah, much good may it do you. Much good has it ever done you.
Oh, there goes my cell phone. Early Christmas present from the wife. I'll take it outside.
Good afternoon.
Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon. Humbug. Who is it now?
It's Bob Cratchit, Mr. Scrooge. Please, sir, might I have tomorrow off?
Tomorrow?
Well, yes, sir. It's Christmas, and the new Super Auto Centre in Williston is open all day with $2,000 cashback incentives on all new SUVs. Oh, Tiny Tim would so like to have one of his own. After all, he's thinking of going off to UVM next year.
College students in new SUVs? Are there no bicycles? Are there no beat-up late-model subcompacts?
Of course, but many would rather die than be seen driving them.
Well, let them die then, and decrease the surplus population driving up the price of rental housing in Burlington.
Scene 5. Having skipped scenes 2, 3, and 4 because they were rather dull, the spirit of Christmas present has come to Scrooge in his bedchamber and brought him to Bob Cratchit's house, where they look in on the Cratchit family.
Hello, beloved wife. It is I, Bob, with Tiny Tim.
And how was Tiny Tim today?
As good as gold and better. You know, somehow he gets thoughtful sitting by himself and thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me coming home that he hoped people saw him in the church because he was a tiny boy without an SUV, and it might be pleasant for them to remember upon Christmas Day who it was that made lame beggars walk, blind men see, and gave people with normal cars SUVs for Christmas.
Spirit, tell me what will become of Tiny Tim.
I see no SUV, no smoked glass, and no leather interior. Only an old subcompact with a torn seat, which is empty, but for a tiny wool hat, which rests upon it. Tiny Tim is not there.
No, oh no, kind spirit. Say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future purchase of a new SUV, none other of my race will find him here.
No.
What then? If he be like to die, he had better do it, and decrease the surplus population of UVM students driving up the price of rental housing in Burlington. Ha 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 ha!
Spirit, assure me that I may yet change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life.
Scene 6. Scrooge has collapsed in grief, clinging to the spirit's robe. The spirit melts away and Scrooge realizes he's in his own bedroom and he's clinging to...
The automotive section of the daily paper. It's Christmas Day! I haven't missed it! The spirits have done it all in one night! Oh, yes! Hello, my fine fellow down there in the street!
Hello!
Do you know the Williston Auto Super Center in Williston?
I should hope I did. When it was a field, I used to play with matches there.
Oh, an intelligent boy, a remarkable boy. Do you know whether they've sold the big-ass black SUV that was out in front? Not the little LS version, but the big one.
What? The one as big as 2 parking spaces?
Oh, what a delightful boy. It is a pleasure to talk to him. Yes, my buck.
It's still there now. No!
Is it? Well, go and buy it.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm in earnest. Go and buy it and tell them to bring it here that I may give them the directions where to take it. Come back with him and I'll give you a shilling. Come back with him in less than 5 minutes and I'll give you half a crown. Oh, Christmas, Christmas, yes.
Scene 7, Bob Cratchit's house.
Hello?
Bob Cratchit, why aren't you at work today?
Well, Mr. Scrooge, it's Christmas morning and...
Enough. Now, I tell you what, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I am not going to stand this sort of thing any longer.
No, sir.
And therefore, I am about to raise your salary so that you can afford more disposable consumer items.
Sir?
Oh, Merry Christmas, Bob.
Oh, my.
Father, it's the new Ford Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
See how it crushes everything in its path?
My. The weather seems warmer already.
And this is for Tiny Tim.
My very own SUV. God bless us, everyone. Let's drive to the mall.
Whoops. It rolled over. Anybody got AAA?
Tiny Tim's new SUV was brought to you by the Shadow Productions Dysfunctional Players. The players were Jim Reed as Scrooge, Steve Clem as the nephew, Alex Ball as Bob Cratchit, Caroline Crawford as Mrs. Cratchit and the Boy in the Street, Matt Dugan as the Ghost, Dr. Bobby Pritt as Tiny Tim, and Ken Wade as the announcer. We wish you happy holidays.